Marie Perez, a lower middle class student, always strived for the best academically. She attended Michael J. Jordan High School. Usually, children who live in poverty come to school at a disadvantage, arriving at their classrooms with far more intensive needs than that of the middle class. Poor children also lag compared to their peers, on average, on almost every measure of academic achievement. Although she was aware of the disadvantages that came with her social class, she did her best. In the summer of her sophomore year, Marie went out with a couple of friends and made some very bad choices. She smoked weed and in her vulnerable state was taken advantage of by some of the boys that were there. The police were called, and when they arrived, they arrested her and her friends. The criminal justice system gave truth to its rumors of discrimination when they set bail at $10,000. Due to it being common for people of her race to be involved with drug trafficking and skipping bail. She was forced to stay in jail for 3 weeks until her parents could pay a bail bondsman to release her. Her low-income earning parents couldn't afford a lawyer, so they decided to get help from a public defender, which was not much help because he had 3 other cases a day, which he had to plead. After a 10-minute meeting with Marie and her parents, he convinced her to make a plea deal in which she admitted guilt and was given 50 hours of community service. She was finally free to go home, but now she was behind in school, and all of her friends and teachers were talking about what happened. It made her sick. Literally. Every morning, for weeks, she'd wake up sick to her stomach. After being let go, Marie made her pregnancy her sole priority, not only for her own personal health, but that of her babies as well. Her low income proved to be a problem once again when her checkups at the local clinic seemed to be of no assistance. The doctors there were not specialists, and they didn't even own an ultrasound machine. Marie thought about going to a specialist, but just one ultrasound would cost around $300. She decided that eating healthy and exercising would be enough. And as the pregnancy went on, Marie began to have dizzy spells and would sometimes be so weak that she couldn't go to school. One night, near the end of her pregnancy, she passed out and her parents rushed her to the emergency room. The doctors were forced to do an emergency C-section, but there were complications and Marie passed away. Fortunately, the baby was fine. Will the child have to face all the inequalities that her mother did? Or will you do something in order to change it?